Έλα.
Είπατε γεια σας, γεια σας. Ο Ερνής είναι μια χαρά.
Πολύ ωραία.
Δεν το βλέπει, αλλά είναι... Πήγα και τον είδα προχθές. Πήγα και είναι μια χαρά. Μόλις με είδε τρελάθηκε.
Και η πρόεδρος των Νεανίδων.
Ας το βάλουμε εδώ μπροστά.
Yes.
Νίκο, εδώ να βγάλουμε μια φωτογραφία. Παιδιά, ελάτε εδώ.
Σάβα, ελάτε εδώ. Σάβα.
Σάβα,
Μια φωτογραφία.
Σάβα, εδώ. Σάβα.
Χρόνια πολλά και πάλι μαζί εδώ. Ωραία, ωραία, ωραία.
Σάβα. Έλα.
Ελάτε εδώ.
Έλα και Καλιάτη. Let's have on the other side too, sure.
Μπείτε όλοι στη γραμμή. Έλα εκεί όπως είστε. Έλα.
Έλα πάτε Θεοφάνη. Δεν σε γνωρίσαμε.
Καλησπέρα, καλησπέρα.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for the Order of AHEPA to be able to be here with you this evening, and I'd like to, in some way, shape, or form, introduce the head table. First up this evening, the mayor of Carbon Springs, Mariani Pulias. Maids of Athena Grand President Stephanie Owens. The Deputy Minister of Shipping, Commodore Stefanos Gigas.
Δεν ήρθα ακόμα.
The Grand President of the Daughters of Melody, Margaret Reeses. Our MC this evening, Dr. Ted Lajos. Secretary General for Greece Abroad, Myra Mirogiannis. The 2025 honorary, local chapter honorary, Brother Christopher Palianis. The Canadian President of the Order of AHEPA, Brother Emmanuel Constance. Chairman of the AHEPA Board of Directors and also past Supreme President, Nicholas A. Caracostas. Now this is a 3-for-1, the next one, so hold your applause while I'm done the introduction. The Supreme President of the Order of AHEPA has the honor to escort His Eminence Archbishop of Theophoros of America and His Eminence the Metropolitan of Atlanta, newly appointed of Atlanta, Sebastian. Continuing our program, it is my honor to ask our MC, Dr. Ted Lajos, to come forward with the beginning of our program as outlined in the book in front of me. Brother Ted. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
My name is Dr. Ted Blavas, and I have the distinct honor this evening to welcome you as the Master of Ceremonies to the AHEPA Annual Epiphany Banquet. Now, some of you are probably saying, what the heck is Dr. Blavas doing up there? I'm not known as the most loyal AHEPA as far as going to meetings.
Yes, you are.
Of course, that may change. And there is a rumor going around that I was chosen because some people think that I'm the Archbishop's older brother. But that's not true. The real reason is that when I was in medical school in Philadelphia, I joined the Sons of Pericles chapter there, having transferred from Washington, D.C., where I had been president before and district governor. And I joined a chapter that had a very renowned friend of ours, Mr. Basil Saidis. And so we've known each other for 40 years, which means that he and I know each other from before the times that we were married to our wives. And since he knows so much about me, I couldn't refuse when he offered me, because he knows more than he should. In any case, it is my distinct honor to be the MC today. As we begin, I would like to have everyone remain standing, and we will have the singing of the national anthem. the Archbishop of America, His Eminence Antiochus, Exarch of the Ecumenical Patriarchate, along with Archdeacon Delicius, to offer the invocation.
Πάτερ ημών, ο εν της ουρανής, αγιαστήτω το όνομά σου, ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου, γεννηθήτω το θέλημά σου, ως ουρανό και επί γης, των άρτων ημών των εκκλησιών, δώσει μη σήμερα, και άφησιμήν τα θλίματα ημών, ως και εμείς αφήνουμε στους πρέτες ημών, και εμείς ενέργεις μας τους πειρασμών, αλλά ρίξε εμάς από τα πλοίου. Δόξα Πατρί και Υιό και Αγίου Πνεύματι και νύχια ή και στους αιώνας των αιώνων. Kyrie eleison, Kyrie eleison, Kyrie eleison, Despota, Kyrie ephloison.
στέλνονται ως παραγωγή των θυμρώσεων και των κονκούρους και άγγες του πάντου δεν και οι τους αγώνες των αιώνων.
Wow, she left sunny Florida to go to Chicago, but I did. I'm so honored to be here tonight and to celebrate with you all at the Epiphany celebration. A little bit about the Mains of Athena and the Sons of Pericles, as we are coming back in a couple weeks for our recent Tampa Bay event, so we are hosting a co-ed volleyball tournament the January 17th through 19th in the area. So if you have anyone interested in playing, no matter the age, please let me know. We'd be happy to have you and to put you on a team. But I'm so honored to be here tonight, and I hope we all have a great time, and thank you for being here.
Now I'd like to introduce to you the mayor of Parkland Springs to the podium, Mr. Hellenic. With a passion for the promotion of Parkland Springs. And we're all very proud to have him here today.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tommy Escobar. And yes, I do have a lot of energy, but I can't tell you that I'm not nervous here right now for this moment. But I just want to thank everyone for being here. The AHEPA banquet is a beautiful thing that's hosted annually in the spirit of Epiphany. I want to thank all the organizations that come together to represent culture and helping one another for our societies. I'm going to read a letter that I wrote from the City of Parkland Springs to the Epiphany Committee in St. Nicholas, and just showing thanks and appreciation for the connection and the traditions and cultures of Parkland Springs and what Epiphany is to the region and to our faith as well. So it is my honor as mayor of the City of Parkland Springs to welcome His Eminence Archbishop Aquino Flores of America, His Eminence Metropolitan Celestial Musical Banquet, Cathedral Dean Father Atanasios Carlos, Father Theophanes Pancras, our local spiritual leaders, Parish Council President Harry Andropoulos, Parish Council member, our community, and distinguished guests to the feast day of Epiphany and observance of 119 years of celebrating in Parkland Springs. I am humbled this year to be mayor as we commemorate the baptism of Jesus Christ. I had the opportunity in my youth to be part of the years from 2004 to 2006, in which I drove all 3 years. And the year 2006 was the 100th anniversary of Epiphany, in which His All Holiness Patriarchal Father was present. The feeling of participating as a diver is an overwhelming blessing, and I wish the same experience for the divers this year. The City of Parkland Springs is blessed to host the largest and oldest celebration of Epiphany in the United States. We humbly extend our friendship to those who come from near and far to share in this blessed and memorable event. I'm also going to read the proclamation. Usually we talk about the proclamation, we read it, and we present it at the Glenby. But as you all know, after living in our lands to the Glenby, it's pretty much chaos. There's a lot going on, and you know, with all the dancing going on, it's a great thing. So I wanted to read the proclamation, and it goes, whereas His Eminence Archbishop Flores of America, His Eminence Metropolitan Celestial Musical Banquet, Cathedral Dean Father Carlos, Father Theophanes Pancras, our local spiritual leaders, and Parish Council and the City of Parkland Springs will be celebrating the feast day of Epiphany. And whereas the Mayor and the Board of Commissioners welcome honored guests from near and far to celebrate this special and blessed occasion with us. Whereas the City of Parkland Springs has been identified by history and traditions as the city in the United States with the longest consecutive celebration of the feast day of Epiphany. and home to the oldest and largest celebration in the United States. And whereas the city of Tarpon Springs has been internationally known and officially designated as Epiphany City. And whereas the city of Tarpon Springs is home to St. Nicholas Orthodox Cathedral, patron saint of sponges, shrimpers, and fishermen, and whereas the feast day of Epiphany is steadfast and true to the belief and customs, tradition, and culture of the Orthodox Christian faith. And whereas His Eminence, Archbishop of Carlos of America, His Eminence Mr. Carlos of Espinosa, Alabama, bestowed special honor on the city of Tarpon Springs and St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Cathedral for the participation on the special occasion of the feast day of Epiphany. Now therefore, I, Camilo Cujas, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Tarpon Springs, we hereby proclaim January 6, 2025 as a celebration of the 190th anniversary of the feast day of Epiphany. I want to thank you all. Everything leading up, all activities leading up to this Sunday. We also have a couple of things we want to recognize a few individuals. And we have His Eminence, Archbishop of Carlos. We have a nice flag. I'll come to you.
Εδώ.
We also have a special gift for His Eminence, Metropolitan Sebastian Moss, as we welcome him.
Atlanta, but Denver. Έχουν αλλάξει τις αλλαγές. Και πίσω και μπροστά. Mr. Mayor.
Εδώ έτσι.
Text me when you need more iced tea.
I'll forget it. Ο Γενικός Πρόξενος της Νέας Υόρκης.
Όχι Νέας Υόρκης.
Νέας Υόρκης.
Όχι.
Yes.
Δεν έχει έρθει με Νέα Υόρκη. Και δουλειος εδώ είναι. Έχει αιτία Νέα Υόρκη. Αυτός είναι κανένας τρίτος.
And yes, I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit quiet because this is a very important story. And I truly believe when you listen to it, you're going to see how, if it's meant to be, it will be. And so, when His Eminence came and visited City Hall last year, and we were introducing it and talking and having a great time, it was towards the end in which we were parting ways. His Eminence said to me, he said, "Ibomonos." And at that time, I was a commissioner, and I didn't know what to think of it. But slowly after, I fell to run for mayor. Well, a few months later, I thought the mayor position was going to be too much for me in my position in time. So I decided to take a step back, and I publicly stated it. But as I sat there and I pondered as I made this statement, I wondered, I said, Lord, why did I withdraw from the race? I have the blessing of His Eminence. And so I went back and forth in my head. Well, to the surprise of many, there was a situation that happened in which our mayor resigned at the time. And that left an opportunity for me. And so I immediately became an appointed mayor. And when I fell back to listen to what His Eminence had said to me about being homeless,
Καλή όρεξη.
well, I made sure I didn't go back to think I was going to work as hard as I can, and I was going to prove to the rest of the board that I was capable of filling the position and maintaining the position until the next election. So it was a blessing how everything came out a year later, and which was such that it was God's will to have those words said to me. Also God's will to implement a motivation in me to be able to prove to my peers that it would not be taken away from me. And so I want to tie that into especially for these divers. There's so many divers, there's going to be one chamber, and God has the beautiful thing to see us all come together for representing the baptism of Jesus Christ. And I think thank you all so much because we never know what can happen in the year.
Καλή όρεξη.
It's really a blessing and honor to be here tonight. So thank you all so much. And please stay praying and never leave.
Καλή χρονιά.
Καλή όρεξη επίσης. Χρόνια πολλά σε όλους. The brothers AHEPA.
In addition to the illustrious members of the dais, we are very privileged this evening to have with us several dignitaries of the AHEPA family. As I recognize you, please stand up so we all can see who you are. We have with us past Supreme Presidents of the AHEPA, Mr. Nick Karakostas, Mr. Carl Hollister, and Mr. George Moriarty.
Τώρα είχαν.
We have with us Canadian past president, Mr. Anthony Mampalais. And current president, Emmanuel Zikowski.
Το τραπέζι είναι αυτό εκεί. Το τραπέζι. Είναι εδώ.
Also with us is past Grand President of the Daughters of Penelope, Mrs. Claudia Stephanakis.
Εδώ κάθονται πανάδες.
And we also have past Daughters of Penelope Grand President,
Εδώ κάθεσαι. Ο Δήμαρχος του Τάπος Βρύσης, κυρίες και κύριοι, Παναγιώτης Σκούλιας. Παρακαλώ, βάλε φωνή, Δήμαρχε.
Yes, and now we would like to have Secretary General for Peace Abroad and Public Diplomacy, Myra Giuliani, please come up, please. Give her a round of applause.
Έτσι, δώσε.
On behalf of the city office, so much for coming to visit town, the Denver Bay area, to come to see the traditions of our communities of Park Springs. Epiphany, that's going to be here Monday. And we just thank you for all the hard work you do for Grace in your public service. We present from the city of Tarpon Springs the key to the city. Here you go. We thank you so much.
Πάρω στο χέρι.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say how important σεβασμιότατε και επίσκοπε Αγγλικής, σεβασμιότατε Μητροπολίτα Αтлάντας, σεβασμιότατε αξιότιμη κύριε Υπουργέ, αξιότιμη κύριε Πρόεδρε του AHEPA, αξιότιμη κύριε Πρόεδρε των Δόντων στο Πενέλοπη, κυρίες και κύριοι, κύριε Δήμαρχε, είναι μεγάλη τιμή για μένα να είμαι εδώ μαζί με τον Υφυπουργό που ερχόμαστε από την Ελλάδα και να έχουμε τη χαρά να δούμε από κοντά τον Tarpon Springs. Για μένα είναι η πρώτη φορά που είμαι εδώ. Ανέλαβα τα καθήκοντα της Γενικής Γραμματέως τον Αύγουστο και θέλω να επισκέφτομαι τέτοια μέρη εδώ που πραγματικά πηγαίνοντας στο λιμάνι είχαμε νιώθω εκτός να ήμασταν στην Ελλάδα, στην Γάλλη με τότε στα Φουγκάρια. Η αλήθεια είναι ότι δεν έχει μεγάλη διαφορά το πώς έχετε διατηρήσει τον ελληνισμό, τα έθιμα, τις αξίες, το πόσο κοντά είμαστε. Και αυτό είναι κάτι που αξίζει να θυμόμαστε. Το πόσο πολύ η Εκκλησία έχει βοηθήσει στο να έχει και την πιο ελληνισμό στην έθιμα, το οποίο θα γιορτάσουμε κάποια στα Θεοφάνεια, όπως και σήμερα με την Υπουργή. Σε μένα τη χαρά να θυμηθώ στην 2000 το κλίμα του και επίσης ήταν πολύ συγκινητικά το πόσο τόσοι ομογενείς, τόσοι άνθρωποι, 4.000 ήταν εκεί να επισκεφτούν. Οπότε αυτό που θέλω να πω εγώ είναι ότι προσπαθούμε να είμαστε εδώ για εσάς. Είχα την χαρά να συνεχίσω και με τα σωματεία, με τις ομοσπονδίες, με το έργο των ιδιωτικών σωματείων να ακούσουν τα προβλήματα που υπάρχουν. Πάντα στη συνεργασία και με την Εκκλησία, για μας είναι σημαντικό να ακούμε, να ξέρουμε ότι είμαστε εδώ. Έχουμε χωρίσει το σχέδιο για το απόδειγμα ελληνισμό 24-25, το οποίο πραγματοποιείται ο κύριος Υπουργός, τον Υπουργό, και τώρα το υλοποιούμε. Οπότε και εμείς ακούμε πια για να δούμε τι παραπάνω δράσεις που μπορούμε να κάνουμε. Δίνουμε πολύ έμφαση στους νέους, δίνουμε έμφαση στις γυναίκες, στις δράσεις που πρέπει να γίνονται, αλλά το σημαντικό από όλα είναι να ξέρουμε ότι όλοι μαζί είμαστε εδώ για να βοηθήσουμε την ομογένεια, τα προβλήματα που υπάρχουν και το έχουμε μια μεγαλύτερη σύνδεση με την ομογένεια και τον κοινωνικό κέντρο. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ κύριε Δήμαρχε και πάλι για την δουλειά που κάνετε. Ευχαριστώ πολύ και να πω επίσης ότι είχα σήμερα, και αυτό είναι μια ιδιαίτερη τιμή, είχα σήμερα τη χαρά να γίνω και εγώ δότερο ξενέλο και να έρχεται η στην Ελλάδα έχουμε βοηθήσει πάρα πολύ και εδώ και στην Ευρώπη πια και εξελίσσονται συνέχεια και εμείς είμαστε εδώ για να συνεργαζόμαστε και να ακούμε επίσης τις δράσεις που κάνουμε και όπου μπορούμε να βοηθήσουμε γιατί η αλήθεια είναι ότι δεν μας βγάλε, προσφέρουμε και αυτό είναι κάτι που πρέπει να το θυμόμαστε όλοι ότι είναι εκεί η προσφορά τους είναι τεράστια και εμείς μας μπορούμε να βοηθήσουμε. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Enjoy your evening.
Ωραία. Και έτσι να δω το κλειδάκι.
Εδώ, αυτό θέλεις.
Αυτό. Ωραία. Με αγάπη λέει από το Tarpon Springs η Φρόνιτα στο χωριό του Σφουγγαράδα.
The Secretary General for Greece Abroad and Public Diplomacy is Myra Miliani. She has been serving until August 2024 and previously served as Secretary General for International Economic Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs from July 2023 until July 2024. She's a graduate of the School of Law of the National and Catholic University of Athens and of the Faculty of Law at the University of Lille in France. She also holds a master's degree in social discrimination, immigration, and citizenship. while being a PhD candidate in the Faculty of Social and Political Sciences of the University of Philippines. Her scientific interest is focused on the fields of human rights and European law. She is an expert on immigration and asylum issues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Please welcome Ms. Myra Villani.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ που είδατε την δυνατότητα να ξαναβαίνω στο βήμα για να πω κυρίως ευχαριστήρια στην Πρεβιά που βρισκόμαστε εδώ, να προτάσουμε όλοι μαζί να είμαστε μαζί εδώ στην δημιουργία του Μορφωνίου και να διώξουμε τον ελληνισμό και εδώ που είναι μακριά από την Ελλάδα τόσο πλευρά και τόσο έντονα όπως στη χώρα μας. Εμείς στο Υπουργείο Εξωτερικών με τον Υπουργό και τον Υφυπουργό κ. Κότσο έχουμε, όπως είπα και πριν, δημιουργήσει το σχέδιο για τον ανθρώπινο ελληνισμό, τη δράση του οποίου τις έχουμε κάνει από τα αιτήματα των μαθητών, με το οποίο εξελίσσουμε συνεχώς. Δίνουμε ιδιαίτερη βαρύτητα στα προγράμματα της φιλοξενίας στην ελληνική γλώσσα, στον πώς θα διατηρήσουμε τα στοιχεία της ελληνικότητας από τα έθιμα και τη συνέχεια της ιστορίας. Θέλουμε να αναδείξουμε τον τρόπο που συνεχίστηκε η ελληνική ιστορία και ο ελληνισμός στο εξωτερικό μέσα από εσάς, γιατί εσείς είστε δυναμικοί, δεν συχνά ότι εσείς είστε οι πρεσβευτές, οι καλύτεροι πρεσβευτές της Ελλάδας στο εξωτερικό και μας αναφέρουμε από εσάς και εμείς αποτελεζόμαστε τι χρειάζεται να γίνει, οπότε και αυτό καλά. Βεβαίως, έχουμε δει ότι είναι και μια βασική προτεραιότητα του κοινωνικού έργου.
Που υπό την ηγεσία του Πρωθυπουργού μας, του κ. του Μητσοτάκη, πρωτοστατεί σε όλα τα διεθνή φόρα. Δεν είναι, για να το πω στη γλώσσα την αμερικανική, follower, αλλά είναι leader. Σε βασικά σημεία της πολιτικής έχει κάνει μια μεγάλη στροφή, όπως για παράδειγμα, ενώ σε σχέση με προηγούμενα χρόνια, προηγούμενες κυβερνήσεις, όπως για παράδειγμα η ισχυροποίηση των ενόπλων δυνάμεων, η πολυδιάστατη εξωτερική πολιτική, που μέσα σε αυτό θα πω και την ιδιαίτερη σχέση που πρέπει να υπάρχει με τους Έλληνες της Διασποράς, διότι οι Έλληνες της Διασποράς με τους Έλληνες της Μικρόπολης πρέπει να είναι ένα. Πρέπει να είμαστε ενωμένοι σε αυτούς τους δύσκολους καιρούς που βιώνουμε και με όλες αυτές τις μεγάλες γεωπολιτικές ανακατατάξεις και αναταράξεις που συμβαίνουν στον πλανήτη και ιδιαίτερα στη γειτονιά μας. Επίσης, θα ήθελα να πω ότι έχουμε κάνει και μια άλλη στροφή σε σχέση με το μεταναστευτικό. Ακολουθούμε μια αυστηρή πολιτική, αλλά μια πολιτική που σέβεται απολύτως το διεθνές δίκαιο και βεβαίως τα ανθρώπινα δικαιώματα. Δεν μπορούμε να αφήσουμε τη χώρα να γίνει ένα ξέφραγο αμπέλι. Από εκεί και πέρα, το έργο αυτής της κυβέρνησης της χώρας μας είναι ένα μεγάλο μεταρρυθμιστικό έργο και στην οικονομία και σε όλες τις πτυχές της πολιτικής, με την ψηφιοποίηση του κράτους, με την είσοδο των νέων τεχνολογιών, με την εφαρμογή πλέον σιγά σιγά των AI και πραγματικά η Ελλάδα του 2025 δεν έχει καμία σχέση με την Ελλάδα του 2019 ή των παλαιότερων χρόνων. Βεβαίως, δεν έχουμε μια γειτονιά που συνορεύουμε με το Λουξεμβούργο ή με το Βέλγιο. Έχουμε μια γειτονιά που δίπλα μας είναι ένας δύστροπος γείτονας, η Τουρκία, η οποία αμφισβητεί εθνικά κυριαρχικά δικαιώματα και γι' αυτό ακριβώς το λόγο
με την εμπνευσμένη ηγεσία του Κυριάκου Μητσοτάκη έχουμε τέτραπλασιάσει τις εξοπλιστικές δαπάνες των ενόπλων μας δυνάμεων. Σε πολύ λίγα χρόνια από σήμερα η Ελλάδα θα έχει μια πάρα πολύ σημαντική δύναμη εξοπλιστική με μεγάλη αποτρεπτική ικανότητα, και να σας πω εδώ ότι περιμένουμε στους επόμενους μήνες να έρθει η πρώτη φρεγάτα μας, η φρεγάτα Πελαρά από τη Γαλλία. Τα Ραφάλ ούτως ή άλλως έρχονται. Στο τέλος του 27-28 θα έχουμε πάρει από την Αμερική, από εσάς, από εδώ, από την νέα Ήπειρο αυτή, τα F-35. Ισχυροποιούμε τις ένοπλες δυνάμεις για να μπορέσουμε να έχουμε ασφάλεια, ειρήνη και σταθερότητα στην περιοχή μας. Η Ελλάδα είναι μια περιοχή που υπάρχει σταθερότητα. Βλέπετε τι γίνεται στην Ευρώπη και αυτό οφείλεται στον Κυριάκο Μητσοτάκη και στην κυβέρνησή μας. Από εκεί πέρα, φίλες και φίλοι, εγώ θέλω να πω ότι είμαι πολύ συγκινημένος που ήρθα για πρώτη φορά στο Palm Springs. Έχω σπουδάσει στην Αμερική, αλλά στο West Coast, και πραγματικά έχω εντυπωσιαστεί από αυτό που έχω αντικρίσει, από την ζεστασιά των ανθρώπων, από τη φλόγα που καίει μέσα τους για την πατρίδα, και αυτά θα μεταφέρω μεθαύριο που θα είμαι πίσω στη χώρα. Θέλω να ευχηθώ σε όλες και όλους να έχετε μία πολύ καλή χρονιά, με υγεία, πάνω απ' όλα επικοδομητική, με ευημερία και δύναμη, και εάν μας αξιώσει ο Θεός του χρόνου να είμαστε εδώ τέτοια μέρα, να λέμε ότι η χρονιά που πέρασε ήταν καλύτερη από την προηγούμενη. Σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Our next speaker.
You have been appointed.
Θα τα κλείσει και τα φώτα.
Περίμενε γιατί.
Ωραία.
Εσύ είσαι μια χαρά. Είσαι μια χαρά. Σωστά τα λέω, Σεβαστιάν. I love you. Δεν θα σε παίρνω. Είσαι Hellenic jeans, but I still love you. Δεν θα σε παίρνω μαζί μου άφερα. Καλύτερα να μην κάνω babysit.
Ωραία. Πού είναι να σβήσει και τα φώτα.
Δεν ξέρω ότι θα ανταλλάξουν τώρα, εγώ δεν έφερα.
And ask, after having heard from the Commodore, if you have served in the United States, Canadian, or Greek military, would you please stand up?
Bravo!
I Our next speaker has the distinguished title of the Grand President of the Daughters of Penelope. Miss Margaret Dritsas is the firstborn child of Dimitra Dritsas and the late George Dritsas, both immigrants from the southern Peloponnese, one of my favorite regions, Mani, Greece, specifically Gibeon, which some of our friends are from. She was born and raised in the beautiful city of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. She is a member of the Epiphany Chapter 292 in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, in District 23, since 2003. She served her home chapter as Vice President and President for several years. While the District 23 Maids of Athena advisor, she reestablished the District 23 Lodge of the Maids of Athena. She co-chaired the parliamentary banquet in 2012 and was in the AHEPA Family Charitable Foundation of Canada as a HEPA advisor and a member of the board. She was elected to the Grand Lodge in 2018 and has served all offices. Please welcome with a rounding applause, Grand President Margaret Dritsas.
Thank you, Brother. Your Eminence, Archbishop Bilios, Your Eminence, Metropolitan Sebastianos, our new sister, Secretary General for the Diaspora, our Deputy Minister for Maritime Affairs and Island Policy, Mr. Gakas, Mayor, one of the youngest mayors, I believe, of New York, Grand President of the Maids of Athena, Supreme President Salas Cívicos, Canadian President of AHEPA, Brother Emmanuel, past Supreme Presidents, past Grand Presidents, Lodge members, sisters, brothers, friends, welcome to this beautiful, beautiful event. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you as the Grand President of this wonderful organization. Today, as we celebrate, and we're getting ready for more celebrations tomorrow for Epiphany, a moment for Epiphany, a moment of light, of love, of hope. I look around this room and I see so many members who have served and who continue to serve our diaspora, our communities, our AHEPA family. I'm here today because of all of the work that the past Grand Presidents have done. And today, I look around this room and I see young people who are taking leadership positions because of all of the hard work our parents and our grandparents did. It is my privilege to serve in this family. It is my privilege to say that I am Greek. I thank you for everything that you do and for your hospitality, Harper Springs. Thank you to help the family of Harper Springs. It's wonderful, everything that you do. I do not want to leave here without recognizing my Grand Lodge members. District 2, sorry, Grand Member from District 2, Zone 2, and Kirkland.
At this time, I would like to invite the president of the local AHEPA chapter number 16 of Harper Springs to present the AHEPA chapter 16 volunteer award. Please welcome President Elias Kalesis.
Hi.
Everybody, I told you not to drink.
Good evening. It gives me great pleasure tonight. It's a really easy one to do. I don't have no choice because how easy it is. It's a gentleman who was born in Greece, served in the Greek army, came here, became an electrician. He was an industrialist, he got electrocuted. And that's what his trouble. He started. The doctor said he doesn't want to live. All his faith, he survived it. The doctor said you're never going to walk. He walked. He made no practice, but he walks every day. And he spent the rest of his life serving the poor, the church, Hellenism, and you can see some of the write-up, which is really on the third page of your blue notebooks. Mr. Palaidis, as a family, his lovely wife Amiva, his son George, who, by the way, is also a president of the local chapter of AHEPA in Hollywood, Florida. It's a great pleasure for Mr. Palaidis to come up to receive his award for his outstanding achievement in helping the community, the family. Chris, certificate of appreciation in recognition of your important contribution to the community of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Congratulations.
Ωραία, ακούτε όλοι τώρα. Your eminence and to the force of America, we would like all Tampa Bay area to thank you for your strong support to our former Bishop, Sebastian of Zeno. And you make an excellent choice. It's going to be an excellent addition to our Archaeodiocese Synod, and it's going to be a strong supporter of you and the Archaeodiocese of America. Keep up your good work. We all love you. Your Eminence, Sebastian of Zeno. I first met His Eminence 2004 to come to replace Father Trifon when he retires. But after we worked with all of us, he left to become the secretary of the Archaeodiocese. But in trips to Tarpon Springs, every time he comes there, he always comes and tells me, don't leave the Greek school. I come to respect me a lot more because of the love of the Greek school. But I want to let him know today, I fought the good fight. I finished the race. I believe the faith. This year is my 39th year with the school, and it's going to be the last day in May, but I stay with the Greek school here to whatever you need. Now I want to thank the AHEPA Epiphany 16 of Tarpon Springs. Especially I want to thank the president, the former president, John Lelekis, who is a strong supporter of the Shepherd Center, who is the biggest philanthropic organization in Tarpon Springs, Pinellas, and Pasco County. John helped us everywhere when needed, and we appreciate it. Besides, John did something else, make sure, before he leave, the AHEPA house forever belongs to the AHEPA. Thank you, John. And I wish, and I know, the new president, Elias, is going to do maybe a lot better. Maybe you put more people. We need to get the youth people in this organization to keep the flag high. I'd like to thank the Daughters of Hellenic in Palm Springs. It's one of the best organizations in the nation for the world, and it's the only organization in Palm Springs and Pinellas County. We have the Somalia, societies, and all of that. We have financially the Greek school. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank our team, the Cathedral, Father Athanasios Harilau, and other Theophanis Chris, the board, and the previous president of the board, Nikita Manas, for the help they provide the Shepherd Center, providing the community center to be used by the Shepherd Center for different activities. That's a great help, and we appreciate the Shepherd Center. Since I was the philanthropic way, I want to mention the philanthropist of St. Nicholas, who did an excellent job during the storms. They helped 23 families, they spent $45,000 to buy them furniture and whatever they need. And by the end of 2024, they spent $84,000. But thanking Philanthropos, I want to thank all the donors who they helped the Philanthropos doing their job. I'd like to thank also the volunteers who they helped me, and whatever is any work to be done by the church, Shepherd Center, level 12, you are there. Thank you. I'd like now to thank the mayor of Palm Springs. He's a young man, and I noticed who has set up and I know he did a very excellent job. In the whole Pinellas County, we are the only city in Palm Springs who have cleaned up the place in 1 month. And wherever is a call, Panayoti respond. Thank you, Panayoti. I try to thank the people in this period to help other people. That's why I put all these names for all of you. So I'd like now to thank and to recognize Jimmy McCrease. Jimmy. Jimmy was a former coroner or AHEPA, now works for the office of the housing. And every time he sees him in the church, he come and ask me if I know any Greek family or any Greek person who needs a place to stay, to provide them with a AHEPA housing, even if he's a big client. Thank you, Jimmy. As well, I want to thank his wife, Carol. Carol. Carol always provides for the people in Christmas time. Thank you very much. Now I recognize my own family. Here is George Palaitis. George. George is a young man, since 2012, as the president Elias mentioned. She works as the president of the AHEPA in Hollywood. And he was president of the Rotary Club, and he was in the public office, and he tried to do whatever he can to help because he needs. Thank you, George. I left the last person, the person who I live the same house. That's my dear wife, Geneva. We are 45 years. Whatever I do, I recognize me. That's always happened. That's recognized what's happening. But she's behind everything, helping physically or advising, even making recipes for me. A couple months now, I think Mrs. Cook, she come and cook for me. So I express my gratitude and most of all my love to you. Thank you here. So I have to thank all of you because most of you somehow donate for something for all these people who are in need for the war need. Thank you for all you do. And I look to you all who volunteer for the good cause. Thank you all and good night.
From City University of New York Law School, and he also holds a BA. Nick has served on the national level at AHEPA since the early 1990s, and has served the AHEPA as a two-time Supreme President of AHEPA from 2009 to 2011. Nick currently holds the position of Chairman of the AHEPA Board of Trustees. He is my friend now for 40 years since we were in the Sons of Heracles. Please welcome Mr. Nick Carapazas.
How about a round of applause for Ted? I mean, this guy, he's a local killer, he's a doctor, he's an archon, he's an AHEPA. I mean, this guy is amazing. Thank you, Ted, for agreeing to be the MC tonight. Thank you so very much. It's my distinct honor and pleasure as the chairman of the board to be given this opportunity to make a special presentation on behalf of our Supreme President, Savas Cívicos, who gave me this privilege tonight.
Your cousin?
Yeah, he's my cousin. That's a secret. That's a funny story. We just discovered that through 23andMe that we're like fourth cousins. So that's really a funny story. But Savas, I love you regardless. All of us here in the AHEPA family know that the AHEPA and the Daughters of Penelope, since their establishment, have been vehicles which Greek Americans have given back to their communities. In fact, that's what we're all about as an AHEPA family for over 100 years. We're inspired by Hellenic ideals and through service and volunteerism. Greek Americans proudly have contributed to the strengthening of society through collective action. At one point, through the birth of AHEPA, there was also the birth of AHEPA National Housing. In fact, in 1980, a group of AHEPAns identified one profound way to give back by addressing the growing need for affordable housing for low-income older adults. This was the spawning and founding of the AHEPA National Housing Corporation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to addressing this need in our society. Their vision came to life in 1981 with the opening of the first housing multifamily property under the AHEPA name and trademark in St. Louis, Missouri, which was supported by funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Some would say they were ahead of their time, as today we know just how dire the need and demand is for affordable housing, especially for our seniors. They did not stop there. They continued their expansion, and over the years, AHEPA National Housing Program expanded and became a leader, providing affordable housing for older adults through the HUD Housing and Urban Development Section 202 Housing for Elderly programs. With this growing portfolio, AHEPA needed expert management which ultimately led to the establishment of Indiana-based AHEPA Management Company in 1991 to oversee the development of housing projects and operations nationwide. This group of individuals, with the backing of the Order of AHEPA, had a commitment to charitable giving, and in 1996, they formed a foundation that established the grants program, which has contributed over $10 million to various nonprofit causes across the United States. Notable recipients include Meaningful AHEPA and Daughters of Penelope supported programs such as Penelope House in Mobile, Alabama, and AHEPA's Service Dogs for Warriors program for the veterans with PTSD. AHEPA and the Daughters of Penelope also have been grateful to AHEPA housing support of other educational programs such as Journey to Greece, our current Supreme President's main program, and other programs that showcase the empowerment of women. The growth of affordable assisted living, and in response to the evolving needs of older adults, AHEPA National Housing Corp pivoted and expanded its mission to include affordable assisted living, which culminated in the now creation of AHEPA Hellenic Senior Living. Senior Living owns and manages 4 assisted living communities in Indiana, providing dignified apartment-style living options for seniors who require assistance with activities for daily living. AHEPA Senior Living today, with its entry into this marketplace via their AHEPA Senior Living, and with greater emphasis on providing quality aging services, realized its mission, vision, and values, and has impacted a broader scope of the aging continuing, and now in 2022 launched a successful rebrand to what is now known as AHEPA Senior Living. Today, AHEPA Senior Living, under its leadership and board of trustees and its dedicated board of directors, comprised of AHEPA's and Daughters of Penelope, nationwide, employs nearly 500 employees, supporting more than 5,000 older adults across 91 communities nationwide. What an extraordinary accomplishment. AHEPA Senior Living continues to grow while investing in the preservation of existing communities. A 90-unit project in development in Des Moines, Iowa, financed at $22 million. A 72-unit project is in development in South Bend, Indiana, financed at $20 million. And a $25 million revitalization of 3 communities in Mobile, Alabama, which equals 175 units, is now near completion. Also, in March of 2022, AHEPA Senior Living achieved a historic first, a visit by the then Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Marcia Fudge, to the AHEPA 29 Houston campus, further demonstrating the excellence that AHEPA provides in housing. Thank you, Houston. And during the COVID-19, AHEPA Senior Living oversaw the administration of over 8,100 doses of vaccines on site, ensuring these residents remain safe and healthy. Clearly, AHEPA Senior Living continues to be inspired by the Hellenic spirit and offering residents vibrant, safe, and beautiful living environments where they can lead fulfilling lives. Its journey reflects a commitment to community, philanthropy, and enduring values of the Greek American experience, making it a recognized leader in providing affordable, safe, and dignified housing and aging services to our nation's most valuable seniors and disabled populations. Exactly the mission of the Order of AHEPA, which was established in 1922. I ask that all board members, officers of all AHEPA Housing and Senior Living, please rise and take a round of applause from this wonderful program. At this time, I would also welcome a past Green president who is the immediate past chairman of the AHEPA Senior Living, our brother Carl Hollister, to come forward and accept the award on behalf of AHEPA Housing and AHEPA Senior Living. And I ask our Supreme President, Sabas Cívicos, to come forward for the presentation. Thank you, and please join me in congratulating our AHEPA brothers and AHEPA sisters from AHEPA Housing and AHEPA Senior Living. Thank you. You put it right in front of me, I didn't see it.
The podium is in the way. Go that side.
With our gratitude and our congratulations, we present you with this exceptional award for everything you have done and for everything you are expected. We thank you very much for everything you have provided this great organization. Congratulations. We are very proud of our accomplishments, and especially the accomplishments of AHEPA seniors.
Bravo! Grazie! Grazie!
I'm accepting this evening since Ike Willis could not be here. But I did send an email of his speech at about 4 o'clock to the office here, and it was off. It was still printing off. So I'm going to have to go off the cuff. AHEPA Senior Living has 3 missions. Provide dignified living for independent living for low-income seniors and disabled persons, to provide affordable assisted living for low-income seniors as well as those that are disabled, and number 3, and probably number 2, to give out as much money as we can. You know, and I want to highlight Jimmy Mackerson back, who's now on the executive board for AHEPA Senior Living. The board has continued to make tremendous improvements. This year, in addition to $500,000 in grants to worthy charities, they committed $250,000 to the Dream Greece program.
You stole my thunder.
As the Dream president. If you have them at your table yet tonight, he will be, and hide your checkbook, and hit you up with Dream Greece. So I just want to thank the entire AHEPA family for allowing housing to be the crown jewel of the order. And I know Ike wishes he could be here. It's just such an honor to receive this award on behalf of the organization, but it's always a team effort. Thank you all.
Nick, Carl, Sana, Ike, and all those who are involved in that great
Please, Barnaba.
we admire you. But something's missing. We need to put Tarpon Springs on that. Yeah. We need to bring what you're doing here. So,
Okay.
Our next speaker really, as the cliche goes, needs no introduction. He is known throughout the world. Everyone knows his eloquent speech, his beautiful smile, piercing eyes, and his great wisdom. Our Archbishop Epiphany of America is a true scholar and hierarch, and a son of the Mother Church of Constantinople. While he needs no introduction and can be recognized throughout the world, not everyone knows his background. He was born in 1967 in a suburb of Istanbul and studied at the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, where he has several degrees, including a doctorate. He also studied at the St. John the Damascene in Balamand, Lebanon. He is fluent not only in Greek, English, Turkish, but also Arabic, and perhaps some more that I haven't yet had the opportunity to discuss with you, Your Eminence. He was made a deacon in 1994, and at the same time that I was in Turkey. And I'm not sure if I was there when you were a deacon or not, but I know we crossed paths very closely at the time. He also was invited as a visiting professor to our very own Holy Cross Greek Orthodox School of Theology in Brooklyn. In March of 2005, he was promoted by the Holy and Sacred Synod to the position of Chief Secretary and ordained to the priesthood by Ecumenical Patriarch in the Patriarchal Cathedral of St. George. In March of 2011, he was elected Metropolitan of Bursa, which is the ancient city of Lusa in Asia Minor. And in August of the same year, he was appointed as abbot of the Holy Patriarchal and Stavropegia Monastery of the Holy Trinity on the island of Palchi. He has served as the Orthodox Secretary of the Joint International Commission for the Theological Dialogue between the Orthodox Church and the Lutheran world. He's a member of the patriarchal delegations to the General Assemblies of the Conference of European Churches, of the World Council of Churches. He was the Secretary of the Pan-Orthodox Synods in Sofia in 1998, Istanbul 2005, and Geneva in 2006, and again in Istanbul in 2008. He's been an active member of the World Council of Churches. He's also serving on its Faith and Order Commission. In May of 2019, he was elected as Archbishop of America by the Holy and Sacred Synod of the Ecumenical Patriarch, for which we are forever in gratitude, and was enthroned at the Archdiocese Cathedral of the Holy Trinity in New York on June 22nd of the same year. He is a wonderful man. He's truly a scholar, as you can see from his background, but if you ever have the pleasure to meet with him in a more casual setting, you'll find that he is also the most down-to-earth, wonderful, warm-hearted, and friendly human being you would want to meet. I had the distinct pleasure with my wife to attend a pilgrimage with His Eminence to Constantinople, where we celebrated his name day, and also to the Holy Lands. And today, especially, I was reminded that as he performed the blessing of the waters at St. Raphael's this morning, I was taken back to the time that we were actually at the Jordan River, at the actual site where Jesus was baptized, and where His Eminence performed the same ritual, the same blessing of the waters there in front of all of us. It was an incredibly moving and spiritual experience. But the best part of the trip was the evening, I like to call them fireside chats in memory of Jimmy Carter. But the fireside chats he would have every night with us, where he would just sit down and answer our questions and talk about the subject and taught us about our faith in a way that was like talking to your father. He is a wonderful man. It gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium His Eminence Archbishop Epiphany of of America, Exarch of the
Axios.
Se nos miotate και προσφυλές στο Θεαδελφέ, Άγιε Ατλάντας, Κύριε Σεβαστιανέ, εξοχότατε είπατε Πρόεδρε του AHEPA, αγαπητέ και φίλε Εγκάρδιε, Σάβα, Κύριε, εξοχότατε Κύριε Υφυπουργέ, αξιότιμη κυρία Γενική Γραμματέα, κυρία Μυρογιάννη, κύριε Δήμαρχε, αγαπητοί αδελφοί της AHEPA, dear fathers, fathers and presbyteros, deacons, sisters, Penelope, beautiful family of AHEPA. Tonight, the remarkable community of AHEPA once again brings us together in a wondrous celebration of our faith and of our culture. Here in Dartmouth Springs, the Greek Orthodox experience in America is exemplified as the extraordinary synthesis of the dual legacies of Orthodox Christianity and Hellenism. These two wellsprings, yes, of our shared business, are the sources that not only inform our lives, but enrich them as well. The presence of the Greek Orthodox people in the Western Hemisphere, and particularly in the United States, has evolved as a vital and inviting component of American society. Our natural philoxenia, for us philoxenia is natural. We don't need to pretend it comes so naturally. So our philoxenia has opened the treasure chambers of our spiritual and cultural traditions to millions of people in America. The venerable tradition of observing Epiphany in Dartmouth Springs, now celebrated for 118 years, and accompanied for nearly 9 decades by the participation of AHEPA, this continues to be a marvelous introduction to the wider community of our faith and of our culture. And if you just look around, the world of our communities nationwide and the work of AHEPA has introduced countless people to the unique offering of Greek Orthodoxy in the United States. Festivities here in Florida give a very special snapshot of the life of the Almighty. We behold thousands streaming together as we move in unison over the Bible. Think of all the blessings that have transpired here, as the waters themselves have drunk deeply of the Holy Cross. Think of the young people who have participated with such joy and such enthusiasm in this holy ritual. Think of your neighbors, of your friends who are non-Orthodox Christians, and who have been inspired by this amazing demonstration of our profoundly held religious conviction. Now, in the new millennium, and after over a century of the devout observance of our faith traditions, we are attracting new members to our churches, and we are welcoming new members into the ranks of AHEPA and all its ancillary organizations. Our community has much to be proud of, and AHEPA is such an essential partner that is impossible to think of Greek Orthodox in America without thinking of AHEPA. AHEPA is absolutely American, and at the same time, AHEPA is absolutely Hellenic, Greek. AHEPA has taken seriously the education of our young people and has made thousands upon thousands of scholarships available to our youth. And when we say AHEPA is progressive, we do so in the sense of the young liturgy when we pray for prokopin him και πίστεως και συνέσεως πνευματικής, which means we pray for progress in life, progress in faith, and spiritual understanding. Prokopin, progress, also means advancement, as in advancing on a sojourn from place to place. And if you consider the history of our church and AHEPA in the United States, we have certainly advanced to all kinds of new places and levels of achievement. None of these journeys have been accomplished without effort, without cooperation, and without belief in ourselves. I am grateful, my dear brothers of AHEPA, I'm grateful to be standing before you this evening and to witness the attainment and the triumphs of our community. You all have a great deal to be very proud of, and I congratulate each and every one of you for the successes and deeds that you have accomplished. Our mother church, of course, recognizes how valuable are all the undertakings of our community. And I think I can safely say that His Own Holiness, our ecumenical patriarch Bartholomew, takes special satisfaction and pride in all that the Church and AHEPA have fulfilled in America. It is a great gift of being children of the ecumenical patriarchy that we are able to transcend place and time in our connectivity to our faith and to our culture. Our church is a global presence, a presence united by our profound theology and the sacred liturgical rites that we enjoy. And AHEPA represents in a bold way the dignity and the determination of the Greek spirit. We also celebrate the inheritance of the Greek language and are as committed to the preserving the legacy of our past as we are to sharing the treasure house of this past with future generations. Therefore, this evening, when we are assembled, or I may use the AHEPA term associated to employ the last A of AHEPA, let us give abundant thanks for the pioneering and the generous souls who came before us. Let us embrace the challenges that we face today with faith and with resilience. And let us commit our future, a bright and brilliant future that is ours if only we have the courage to seize it. I bestow my personal and my archpastoral thanks to all of you for your presence and for your support, the support of this sacred tradition of celebrating the Holy Epiphany of our Lord Jesus Christ here in town. May you be blessed in this new year with good health and with spiritual prosperity. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
His Eminence Sebastianos, even though he's not for purpose, he's still a good guy. Then we have the Deputy Minister of Mercantile, Naftalias, and the new Secretary General of Overseas Greece. Please, as we discussed earlier, αξιοποιήστε μας, όχι εκμεταλλευτείτε μας. Όπως θέλετε, και οι δύο λέξεις είναι αρκετές. Εκμεταλλευτείτε μας και αξιοποιήστε μας. Υπάρχουν περισσότεροι Έλληνες εκτός Ελλάδος από τη στην Ελλάδα και πολύ πιο επιτυχημένοι οι Έλληνες της διασποράς. Και να θυμάστε κάτι, όλοι οι αγώνες του έθνους δεν άρχισαν από μέσα. Η Ελληνική Επανάσταση από πού άρχισε, αγαπητοί? Από τους Έλληνες της διασποράς. Από τρεις σοφούς στην Οδυσσό, που έχουμε και τμήμα, by the way. Η μεγαλύτερη ευεργέτηση του έθνους, από πού ήτανε? Όχι από μέσα, απ' έξω. Η πολιτική του κέντρου πρέπει να είναι στην αξιοποίηση αυτού του δυναμικού που υπάρχει εκτός Ελλάδας. It's up to you. Αυτό είναι το μήνυμα μας. Σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Εμείς συνεχίζουμε τον δικό μας τον αγώνα για τα δίκαια και τα δικαιώματα του ελληνισμού και για την απελευθέρωση της μαρτυρικής Κύπρου από τον βάρβαρο εισβολέα. Συμφωνείτε, Σεβασμάτη? Συμφωνείτε. Από τα κατεχόμενα ο Σεβασμάτης. Και τώρα, επειδή βρίσκομαι εδώ, και επειδή είμαι και πρόεδρος, I have the privilege of abusing the microphone. So, you have no choice but to listen to me. It's 4 o'clock? Oh, you got to put the clock. No, but I was only joking. It is my distinct honor to be able to bestow upon some individuals the highest honor that a Supreme President can bestow on someone who have exemplified great service to this noble organization. Not only to the organization, to the community, to Hellenism, and the country in general. And tonight we have with us such an individual. Actually, we have 3 individuals. Where is Brother Saras? Brother Gas, it is my distinct honor to pay tribute and say thank you to you for everything you have done. And I'm very proud to bestow upon you the AHEPA Heroes Medal, the highest honor. It's people like you that keep us motivated. And it's because of people like you that someone like me is here serving this great organization. Congratulations, Axios, Axios, Axios. I'm right here. Bravo.
Κοίταζε εδώ, ωραία.
That's you good? That's it.
Κωνσταντίνε, you're a hero.
Σε βλέπει εδώ.
Thank you.
Παραβρεγκάς.
And since I have the floor, since I have the microphone, with your permission, Your Honor, I can do whatever I want, right? I'm not going to light my cigar as of yet, but there are two more individuals that have been that have done so much for this great organization. And we Hellenics, Your Eminence, don't know to say thank you often enough. It is important to recognize those that came before us and be able to say thank you for whatever you have done, for your contribution. And there are two individuals in this room tonight that have done just that. There were three individuals, actually, but the one I already honored when I visited his home state of Ohio. And it's my distinct honor. And I'm doing it from the bottom of my heart. And being a president of this noble organization, to be able to say thank you to two individuals who came before and served this organization with distinction, and they continue to serve this organization with distinction. There are here two former presidents, George Coriades and Nicar Costas, and it gives me great pleasure just to bestow upon them the America, and for what you continue to do. Come on, brothers.